Hello everyone, it's NADI, and today we'll be testing out these after palettes from Hush. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So unbeknownst to me, these are supposedly the dupes for the Huda Beauty palettes. I did not even know that until I hopped on Google 10 minutes ago to check out the reviews on these bitches. I totally wish I'd known that beforehand because I definitely would have gotten the Huda Beauty palettes to compare these to, but unfortunately I don't have them. But I have used them before and I think they are badass, so I do kind of know what to expect when comparing them to this. And also, I don't know what the hell took me so long to finally order something from Hush. People have been asking me for so long to review Hush palettes, and when I finally got to the Hush website, it was like heaven. I didn't know whether to orgasm or max out my credit card. Fortunately, there was room to do both because I did not have to max out my credit card. This was $40 and then I had a $10 off coupon and it was free shipping, so for all four of these palettes, it was $30 total. That is really damn affordable, so if these are indeed good, I'm gonna become a regular Hush puppy. And before we get too far into these palettes, I also want to note these bitches were wrapped really fucking good. Like, they were in these little envelopes, plus they were in this bubble wrap, so I mean, if anything is broken, it's definitely not Hush's fault. It is absolutely because of transit. Anywho, the first palette we're gonna look at is After Hours. Ooh, shit, that is pretty. And this little hoe looks like almost an exact dupe for the Huda Beauty Mauve palette. These colors aren't as rich and vibrant as the Huda Beauty palette, but I honestly feel like they could probably pass. We will, of course, do an official swatching of all these palettes with a swatchy song, all that jizzery, but I do just want to feel it just to see what they feel like. Ooh, damn, those are actually really soft and nice feeling. Let's put them on the hand. Ooh. They're definitely not as smooth and buttery and creamy as the Huda Beauty ones. These ones are kind of chalky and on the powdery side, but overall the pigmentation is pretty damn good. Let's just try a shimmer one. Oh, that's nice too. I am happily impressed, and yes, my pants might be a little bit tighter. This next palette is the Smoky dupe. This is After Party, and ooh, that's pretty too. But I will admit, I do have all these colors at least tenfold in my collection, so this isn't a palette that I would honestly reach for very often. But in all honesty, this is almost the exact same layout as the Huda Smoky palette. This row is the same, that silver is the same in the Huda palette, and these last few shades are pretty much the same, just in different order. And let's feel just for consistency. Yes, those feel very, very nice. This one is actually a bit more softer and more fluffy like a pillow than the other one. Ooh, okay. The matte isn't the best for swatching, but that metallic shade, ooh, damn. Very, very nice. Ooh, shit on me. A little bit goes a really long ways. I like that. And then for the warm brown dupe, we have After Dark, and oh my god, that is so pretty. But once again, all of these shades are in my Morphe 35O palette and my 24G palette, so this isn't anything groundbreaking, but I mean, for 10 bucks, shit, you cannot go wrong. Very, very pretty. And finally, for the electric palette, what I'm probably most excited about, we have Aftershock, and oh yes, we have color. I am fucking living. This is so beautiful. I have been color deprived for so long, so I'm gonna use the shit out of this little bitch, and once again, pretty much all the exact same colors as the Huda palette. In fact, just like the other palettes, some of these shadows are in the exact same spots. I've run out of places to swatch, but let's go ahead and feel what they feel like. Oh my god, those are very nice. I want to try this blue, and oh, let's swatch there. Ooh, daddy like. Again, at least for swatches, these aren't the greatest shadows in the world. I mean, the pigment is there, they look really pretty, but are they super luxe? No. But do I mind? Hell no, because they are affordable as fuck. And I think for this video, we're actually gonna have to do two looks. I think I wanna create one look using these two palettes, and then a really pop and bright look using this one. Oh, shit. This bitch just dug the corner into that shadow, damn it. And let's just press that down, act like that didn't happen. There we go, you can hardly tell. Anyways, for this palette, I'm really just not inspired by it at all. It's so basic and boring, but who knows, maybe we'll create a third look and use it. Either way, I am hella excited to swatch and do a look with these bitches. You guys know the song, are you ready? It's swatching time. First up, we have the Aftershock palette, and these shadows are Sensation, BPM, Light Show, Chaser, and Electronica, and these were actually pretty damn good. I mean, nothing incredible whatsoever, but for only being $10, this is actually really good quality. I will say that they are a little bit inconsistent, and those metallic shadows do kind of flake off. I don't know if that's just because of my skin or what, but I think with an eye primer laid down, they'd probably be perfectly fine. And then we have the last shadows in this palette, Drop, Blur, Tingle, and Surge, and again, these really really aren't that terrible, but are they the best thing in the world? No, not at all, but the coloring is still beautiful. Next up is the After Hours palette. I'm sorry, I tried to fit these all on one hand because I didn't want you all to be here for hours just looking at swatches, but for the most part, pretty much everything was good, but one thing that I noticed was that every single shadow had like a cakiness to it, which would make the shadow just kind of fall off after I would apply it, so that is a little bit odd. I'm very curious to know how these perform on a brush on the eye. This next palette is the After Dark palette, and I think by far this is probably my most favorite that we've tested today. Like, the shadows seem to be most consistent in this palette, but once again, they are all very flaky, especially the metallics. Like, I don't know if you can see that gold one up at the top, it's 24 karat, but part of it actually came off my fucking hand, so that is a little bit annoying. Again, that could just be because there is no primer down, so I'm really not reading that far into it. But overall, for this palette, the pigmentation is beautiful, the colors are there, I really like it. And lastly, we have the After Party palette, which this is absolutely perfect for those nighttime glam looks that you're wanting. I think this is a beautiful palette, but the quality is definitely my least favorite out of all of them. It's just a little bit inconsistent, and because it has so many of those metallics that just crumble off, I don't really care for it that much. So just based off swatching these, which really is not a fair representation of anything, I would say that these aren't as good a quality as the Huda Beauty ones. These are just missing that silky dimethicone feeling, but I do think that the coloring is very similar. So if you find a look that you like that was created with the Huda Beauty palette, you could probably recreate it using one of these. It might not be as vibrant of a look, but it'll be pretty damn close. Anyways, let's get to really testing these bitches and create some looks. Oh, I'm a thirsty bitch. I think that based off the swatches, we really need an eye primer, so I'm just going in with this NYX one. And of course, like usual, we're just gonna set some translucent powder right under the eyes to catch any of that fallout. I'm a little bit scared that the more colorful palette might dye my skin, so I think we'll do a neutral look first. Anyway, we'll take some of Powder Room and place it all over the eye to kind of set that primer and even things out. And I think for this look, we're gonna do kind of like a reddish pinky glam, so let's dip into After Dark and take a bit of a rosy glow. And even though there is quite a lot of fallout in the pan, a lot of it also goes onto the brush, which is very nice. But let's take that and put it right in the crease, make it a nice little transition shade. Ooh, damn, that is nicely pigmented. Holy shit balls. Oh my god, I cannot get over how much better this is with a brush versus swatching. Holy shit. And it blends out really nicely too. I know it's a little bit of a premature ejaculation, but I think I might be a Hush fan. Like, look at how easily and smoothly this is blending out. Like, I'm just going back and forth super lightly and gently bringing it up. Now let's go into After Hours and dip into Flush. And I'm just gonna place that right over what we just laid down. Fuck me up. I can tell that these still are not the same as the Huda Beauty palettes, but they are so fucking good nonetheless. With a smaller brush in the After Hours palette, I'm gonna dip into Hickey. And let's go ahead and work that on the outer corner and kind of up the crease a little bit. Not gonna lie though, that shade is a little bit on the patchy side. Let's also dip very lightly into Cabernet and place that color pretty much all along the crease line. And it might be because I've used a literal shit ton of product here today, but there is quite a bit of fallout that's happening underneath my eyes, so make sure you set translucent powder under there. I also want to note that these are a little bit on the patchy side. Like, I'm kind of struggling to blend these together to make them not so patchy, and it's turning up a little bit muddy. I think these palettes might be the kind where you can really only use a few of the shades per look. Before we muddy this up even more, let's go ahead and cut the crease to make room for a shimmer. For shimmers, I think we'll go into the After Hours palette and dip into Gossip, and let's place that right here on the outer corner. Ooh, that's laying down really nicely when it has a good base to stick to. I'm also gonna put that on the inner corner as well to create kind of like a spotlight in the middle. Oh, this is so nice. And then for the middle of the lid, let's dip into Clutch, and we'll place that down and just kind of work it in and blend it with that other color. And of course, we need a little inner eye highlight, so let's take that same color and place it right over the tear duct. And then on the outer corner, I'm placing a little bit more of that deep Hickey color. For the bottom lash, I'm gonna start by smoking out a little bit of Cabernet. We'll just place that right down here. Holy shit, I picked up way too fucking much. It's really fucking difficult to know how much to use because of the inconsistency. Like, one shadow will be really pigmented and then the other one won't be. And then you end up looking like this. My god, I look like a member of a death metal band. Okay, so here's the look we have without falsies using just those two palettes, but I'm noticing in this After Party palette, there's this really pretty gold color, and I kind of want to see what this would look like using gold, so let's go ahead and place that right over this. Whoops, I'm using the wrong fucking brush. Oh, okay. That's different. And then on the outer corner, let's lightly dab on Open Tab. Oh my, I definitely do not care for it with the brown, my bad. And here we are with the final look. It is not a good look at all. I don't like it. Like, the lips don't match the eyes. It's just a total big fuck up. Totally my fault. I just packed too much shit on my eyes. So I'm very excited to take this off and start afresh with the colorful palette. So I will see you in just a second. And we are back clean-eyed and ready to go. And this next colorful look is going to be way more simple. I know though that I definitely want a yellow base, so let's go ahead and dip into Electronica. And I'm gonna start this right on the eyelid and then kind of work it up the crease. Oh my god, that pigment is hella beautiful. It is a tad bit difficult to blend out though, but for the most part, it's not that bad. Oh, yes. Ooh, somebody is fighting downstairs. Holy shit, they're loud. Next, I think with the same brush, we'll dip into Chaser, and I'm just gonna start that right on the center of the lid and kind of work it around. Once that's blended out, I'm actually gonna go back over that with more yellow just to make it a little bit more subtle. Oh my god, I might be in love with this palette. I said we were gonna keep it simple, and I was not lying, so let's start on the lower lash. And for that, I'm gonna start with a bit of this yellow, and we'll take that back and forth all along the lash line, and because there was mascara from the previous look we did, it kind of melded with it and turned this green. So I guess let's be a little bit wild and dip into this blue and smoke that out as well. Oh my. And I rarely ever put a shimmer on the lower lash, but let's go in with Drop, and we'll place that all along there. Okay, this is an interesting look we have going on. I'm gonna line my eyes with some blue. And here we are with the final look. For lips, I ended up using Kat Von D's A Go-Go topped with Ofra's Spell. Not gonna lie, to me, this look is a million times better than that last one. Anyways, I feel like this last palette really is a good reflection on what pretty much all of them are like, which is good. I think they do tend to get muddy really quickly, so you do kind of have to be on the careful side when you're using these, but overall, I actually really fucking like them. No, they're not the best quality shadows in the world, but for $10, like, this is a fucking steal. If I were to compare the quality of these shadows to another brand, I would say they're probably somewhere in between Morphe and e.l.f. Like, they're not quite as good as Morphe shadows, but they are better than e.l.f. shadows. Do I recommend these? Honestly, yes. If you have a coupon, even more so. Like, this to me was such a fucking amazing deal. Are they an exact dupe for the Huda Beauty palettes? No. Are they pretty fucking close though? Yes. I'm impressed, I'm happy, I'm definitely gonna be ordering more from them, so I am a happy ass customer. Before we go, I do want to do a wear time test with these just to see how they hold up over time, so I will see you in just a second. And we are back. It has been a little bit over 3.5 hours, and honestly, everything still looks pretty much the same. They really don't appear to have faded at all, and if they are, they're fading very gracefully. My eyes are not burning at all, they're not watering, everything is great. So with that being said, I definitely recommend these palettes, especially this bright colored one. Like, oh my god, it is my shit. I'm not an affiliate with Hush, so I don't have any coupon codes or anything like that. I think I just googled Hush coupon code and one popped up. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepopluxe.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at official_NADI, and you can follow me online at thepopluxe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.